The conflict in the Middle East has entered a dangerous new phase as tensions between the United States and Iran continue to rise. Military activity across the region has intensified in recent days, raising fears that the situation could develop into a wider war. American forces stationed across the Gulf region are on high alert after a series of missile and drone attacks targeted bases used by U.S. troops and their allies. Defense officials say the attacks appear to be part of a coordinated response from Iranian-backed forces following recent American military operations in the region. According to military sources, the United States carried out several precision airstrikes against Iranian military infrastructure believed to be connected to missile production and command operations. Fighter jets and long-range missiles were used to hit strategic targets in an effort to weaken Iran's ability to threaten U.S. forces and allied countries. Pentagon officials stated that the strikes were designed to deter further aggression and protect American personnel deployed across the Middle East. Iran quickly responded with its own show of force. Reports from the region indicate that ballistic missiles and armed drones were launched toward areas where U.S. military facilities are located. Air defense systems in several Gulf countries were activated as incoming projectiles were detected. While many of the missiles were intercepted before reaching their targets, explosions were heard near key military zones, increasing fears among civilians and military personnel alike. The situation has become even more serious after reports confirmed casualties among American service members stationed in the region. Military leaders say the attacks demonstrate the growing risks facing U.S. troops as tensions escalate. Additional reinforcements, including air defense systems and naval forces, have reportedly been deployed to strengthen security around American bases and strategic locations. Across the Middle East, governments are closely monitoring the situation. Countries allied with the United States have increased security around important infrastructure, such as oil facilities, airports, and military bases. Regional leaders are worried that if the fighting continues to escalate, it could spread into neighboring countries and disrupt the fragile balance of power in the region. The conflict is also beginning to affect global markets. Energy prices have shown signs of volatility as investors worry that the war could threaten major oil supply routes. The Strait of Hormuz, one of the world's most important shipping lanes for oil, has become a focal point of concern. Any disruption in this area could impact fuel prices and economic stability across the globe, including in the United States. Back in Washington, political leaders are debating the next steps. Some lawmakers argue that the United States must respond strongly to protect its forces and allies. Others warn that deeper involvement in another Middle East war could lead to a long and costly conflict. The debate reflects growing concern among the American public about the possibility of a wider war. Military analysts say the coming days will be critical, with both sides demonstrating their military capabilities and neither appearing ready to back down. The risk of further escalation remains high. Diplomatic efforts are continuing behind the scenes, but so far there has been little sign that tensions are easing. For now, the world watches closely as the United States and Iran remain locked in a dangerous standoff. Every new development on the battlefield raises fresh questions about whether the conflict will remain limited or grow into a much larger war that could reshape the future of the Middle East and impact global security.